All right, everybody, this will be a warning to all politicians. I'm running for president in 2024, part 29, I believe. So I wanted to go over some more about skewed views. Just passing through the city of Nashville here a little while ago. As I was looking at it over there, I was thinking, people who do home invasions, potheads, men with hair buns, criminals of every sort, socialists, thugs, they did not build that. And you pass by any city in the country as you're driving along the freeway and look over there and think that, guys like Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Kimmel and these far left, anybody, you didn't build this country. Guys with hair buns didn't build them skyscrapers. That wasn't built without a police force protecting the innocent people. So, and those of you who like, thug life and all this and everything, do you know what a thug is? Have you ever looked it up? Ask people from India and Pakistan, because there's all that region over there, what thugs are, or what they were. And that's where the term thug comes from. So, like I said, we're all human beings. We're all created by the same God. We'll all return to that same God. We will all answer to that same God. No matter what your religion is, your race, we all are related. We're all descendants of Adam and Eve, if you look at it that way, or any of the creation stories. Or if science, you believe evolution, we're still all related. We're all cousins. We're all the same. We look different, but we all have the same, if you believe in God, same divine spark that He gave to us, our souls in us. We are all, and at one time, humanity was one. And someday again, the cause of God is to unite humanity. And that we see each other as equals and brothers and sisters and etc. Some will say, well, how can you say about being tough on crime and executing somebody, this and that and everything? If you believe all people are brothers and sisters, fine. If you can catch somebody starting to go the wrong way and correct them, God bless you. God bless them for turning their lives around. But you cannot be so solely worried about those brothers and sisters of yours who have a very bad thought process and are violent, and not worried about your innocent brothers and sisters who've done nothing to harm anyone else, who are honest people, who are hardworking people, who are people of faith no matter what faith they are. You can't turn your back on those brothers and sisters to protect the criminal brothers and sisters. It is your duty as a human being to protect the innocent brothers and sisters from those brothers and sisters who would rape them, who would murder them, who would injure them and rob them. Do you understand that? Can you understand that? Do you have a skewed view? Do you have it backwards? And it's the same thing with the welfare mothers and welfare queens and these guys, these players and all this and everything. This whole, and it goes back, oh, you gotta, excuse me, Mr. Taxpayer, we're gonna take these tax funds and this girl made mistakes over here, 2 or 3 of them. And I'm saying that sarcastically. They are children and everything, but that's the way they put it. She made a couple mistakes. She chose the wrong guys, whatever. we need to give her food stamps. We need to pay her rent. We need to, give them all free medical and everything like this. And it's like, well, wait a minute. To put it in your vernacular, I wasn't hitting that. Why do I gotta pay? Go find the fool that hit it and quit it. Go find the lowlife she should have never got mixed up with, and told her all them sweet things and all this, and sweet talked her and everything into having sex without being married, and then took off on her when he found out she was pregnant. You go find him and make him pay. I wasn't the one getting the cookies, and you want to come after me and every other hardworking person out there and tell us we got to pay. I'm sorry. I understand to a certain point you help people, but you don't sign them up for life living off of other people like parasites. It's not fair to the rest of us. It's not going to be fair to them or their children either. You got to put your foot in their ass, and it's time to leave the nest. It's time for you to be responsible for yourselves. And you need to drive that home to these girls. This clown comes along, he sweet talks you and everything, and what's that song by the Georgia Satellites? She said, keep your hands to yourself. If they're not willing to marry you, not even willing to talk about it and all this, and that they're living a messed up life, why do you want to get involved with them? Are you that desperate for someone to show you some kind of love and affection that you can't use your mind? You're not getting enough emotional support at home from mom and dad, whatever it is. And that's why there's a lot of these women, they hate men. They've been through 2 or 3 of these bums that promised them everything under the sun, and then wouldn't go out and hold down a job or live a normal life. And now they're the ones left there raising a kid, all the responsibility on their own, and they become bitter and, hate men. Their whole deal is skewed. So it starts with educating our young people, male and female. This is the proper way to do it. If you go outside of those bounds, we got some leeway. We can try and steer you back. You can repent. We can try and get your life back on track. But if you go way out of those bounds, we don't come crying to us. We don't want to hear it no more. We're not shedding a tear for you. There are people who, through no fault of their own, who could really use help. No fault of their own, are in bad ways. The economy crashed, they lose their home, this and that. So then their marriages break up and all this stuff. We need to help them before they fall through the cracks. The ones who are trying, before we turn around and we focus all our attention on people who have no idea. They don't have a clue, and they don't want to have a clue. You see what I'm saying? We need to get our priorities straight. So I hope that clears my opinions and attitudes towards that, and it may sheds a little light on where I'm coming from. So that'll be it for that one there. I just wanted to clear up that bit about skewed views and stuff. So and perceptions and people's mindsets, and give them a little insight about my philosophies on things, if you want to look at it that way. All right, the next one is going to be about space, my opinions on that, and going to Mars and those types of things there. So I'm gonna go go inside here, grab a fresh Mountain Dew, and clean up a bit, and I'll be posting that one in a little while. All right, wish you all the best out there. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one. Adios.